Welcome back to Pirate Radio Broadcast. I am Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Pete, bringing you the Ravens and the Colts. Madden 26. John Harbaugh. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's take a look at who the Ravens will be picking up. Going to free agency. Tyler Huntley, quarterback from Utah. And they're going to be picking up another player. A defensive player. Carl Lawson from Auburn University. And then there are the Colts, Indianapolis.
Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes.
Alright, let's get on with the game. Colts and the Ravens. Neither the Colts or the Ravens are picking up any free agents. So the Colts have 7 slots open, but they won't pick up any free agents for now. And the Ravens have 2 slots that they can pick up, but have decided not to.
Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for the
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. Off we go, here in the Inner Harbor. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Motion goes likely. First carry is the one and he'll work forward 4 yards. That's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good number. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities for Jerry.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's another.
Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
He was fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. But a yard at most. Jalen Carlisle is there on the stop. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. The man is Baker. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts, and they are led by their big quarterback. He's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, for that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster better, but trying to make a career playing in the NFL.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down. On play action, Richardson is out to his left. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable to the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Moving left.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crank comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going with their second possession. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. Often we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
On play action, here's Jackson. And that'll help a bit. They still go short of sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Play action now. Jackson. And this is too far up in front. One's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up third down.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. In motion goes Likely. On third down, Jackson. That's off. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they they gave up that last completion. Like, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This fielded inside the 25. Top ends ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not a way to start a drive. From the gun, Richardson. Lost his right. He's turning it back to the line of scrimmage, but will not get it taken down there.
This is where the play...
Anthony Richardson is tapping out. He says he's tired. According to Georgie Skeleton on the sidelines, he overheard Anthony Richardson say, "I'm tired." So what are you going to do? Well, I guess they'll give him a break and let him rest on the bench for a while. So Daniel Jones will be going in there. I've never seen anything like this before. Tapping out and saying, "I'm tired." Now he said he's got injured. Well, which is it? That's an opportunity for me to sign up with the Colts. Ah, come on, man. Just because somebody is tired doesn't mean it automatically they're looking for a quarterback. Well, you never know about Daniel Jones. He might just get out there and boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Or either that or Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard. Are you happy? Yeah. Get it right.
Making ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Now some movement up front, flags down. The state-filled first half continues.
Oh my gosh, when it rains it pours.
one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 25, here's second down and a yard. Gonna go right back to Henry. Big play right off the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand. Like, it was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Third and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's got it up for the first down. Yes, that run is enough to move the chains.
First down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Motion goes likely. Jackson will keep himself. Not fighting. They stand home. They tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, here's 7th and 20. Inside the 3-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 36 yards.
First down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, it could be in for a long day.
This will be a tackle. And they run shotgun pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes, that's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. This one complete to Baker. Close brought down that pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up 3rd down.
They have a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 5. Jackson. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. And Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example of that.
It's already here, and it's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You can see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's again to Henry. He'll be stepped up at the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 8.
going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Lamar. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Stupid! Bobby J, be quiet. Nobody's asking for your opinion. Well, it was stupid. There's a reason why they don't want you as a quarterback anymore. That's stupid too. Be quiet.
Jones now on first down. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll lead to a second down.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there. Pops the ball down. Really nice play.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play.
And the defense backed them up and stopped there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Jones to the air again. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. On a gain of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action now. It's Jones. He's got another catch. And he goes to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline, his secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that take.
They stop him dead in his tracks. And set up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's Roberto Sanchez now, as he's up to punt for Indianapolis. And he couldn't get that one to check out, and he'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. 2nd and 9. Jackson now. He'll see this unlocked. He's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, so we hit the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go.
Alright, who's going to be the quarterbacks at this time? Well, Daniel Jones will still be there, but let's try Leonard, and Cooper Rush will go in there, and there's also Devin Leary, and the new guy, just recently picked up, Tyler Huntley. See how he does, if we get to that point.
Incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And they'll take over there. Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. Incredible. Saw throws like that on Saturdays in South Bend. The result, a 1st down.
For the Colts. 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and I saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on to contact on the ground. It's a big time play.
And they'll take this down inside 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. When you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this zone. Punch and pivot inside. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
To throw on 1st and 10. Leonard. And he winds up getting about 4 before he's shown to the sideline.
that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Trainer now on for the extra point. It's up and good. The Colts move out to a 7-3 lead.
Ravens 3. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Now first carry here for Keith Mitchell. He's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down to the 49.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And it's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Colts 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A tight end in motion now. First down for a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
Another 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Hill. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. It's going to lead to 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
48-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are within one. It's 7-6. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
The tight end motioning left here. Off the play pick. He'll look to front. As he throw it there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they're able to stop that play really before it got started. And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On fourth down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
But I can tell you firsthand, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Just shy of midfield. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
49-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. His receiver early in, who's the touch? Getting up 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 46, here's second down and 5. From the gun, here's Leonard. But it falls incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so Give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's pick 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. On this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot, see if he can push this thing over the goal line. I'm going with 6. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Leonard to throw again. It's Mitchell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down, Colts.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in the next first down.
Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This is a really good drive so far. What I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. To throw is Leonard. He's hit as he throws. He throws to the ground, and it's an incomplete.
He got there in a hurry, and it didn't make me luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and goal. No throw. It's Leonard. In the end zone. Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The Raider now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will take a 14-6 lead.
14. Ravens 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And ball's coming out to the 35. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Throwing is Rush. Short, complete to Likely. And brought down a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
efficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better.
He's got more, and he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Slot man in motion right. On the ground, a zone of chaos. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Rush to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious.
Oh my gosh, who was that? Well, so far, oh, the quarterback, Cooper Rush, has gone down. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Well, they have to replace him. And they got Leary. And then after that, Huntley. The new guy. Huntley? Been around for 5 years. He's a 3rd stringer. Just got picked up. Usually that's what happens when you're picked up. Well, let's just keep on keeping on.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Leary. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he'll gain some yards here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Jordan Stout.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. The Colts offense and Anthony Mitchell set to take over once again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Leonard to throw. Intercepted. Picked out by Nate Wiggins.
I think he chalked this one up to just a rookie mistake. Anytime you have a young center player playing center, we're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here's Ruck. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They're down and 3. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking off. Trying to get there. Ravens use their first time out. Stop for a little over a minute to go in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Rush. Taking him down. They got him. Jalen Carter getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now going to use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Okay, we're going to be right back after this with halftime. This is Fast Talking Eddie, Mr. Pete, and this is Madden 26.